This is episode 34 of the Arts Academy podcast with Victor Varnado and Roxxy Haze. How to make comedy videos for Instagram. A special guest, Canice Nnanna.
Welcome to the Arts Academy podcast. I am Dean Victor Varnado. This is my deputy head mistress, Roxxy Haze.
Hi.
And as a special guest we have today, Canice. Hello. How's it going?
What's up? I'm excited to work.
Canice.
Yeah, we're about to do this. We are about to do this. First, we're going to talk about, actually, you know what? Why don't I just let you take it away, Roxy?
Oh, yeah. What's up, everybody? Today's my day to teach the class. So, today we're going to discuss how to make comedy videos for Instagram. For those of you who are not really familiar with what I do, that's my bag. Okay, that's what I do. That is my forte. So this is my expertise. So I'm really, really excited to talk to you about that today. So first, we're going to discuss the types of comedy videos. There are different types of videos that you can do. You don't just have to do skits or sketches. Okay, there's different types. So I'm going to get into that. But before I get into the list, I'm going to talk about the difference between skits and sketches because I am a theater snob. And I get very upset when I hear people say, oh, that was a good skit when it was actually a sketch. So a skit.
Whoa, that is.
Yo,
Really? You have a problem with that?
I get irritated. I'm like, that wasn't a skit. That was a sketch. Okay. So,
Okay.
Let me give you some
I'd love to hear the difference.
Let me give you some background before I get into. I grew up in the theater. My father was a college professor and actor in the theater. So most people that are in theater are a little snobby with terminology. So the difference between a skit and a sketch is a skit is a single bit. So it's usually like a bit. It's sometimes just a character talking. It's not really a story, whereas a sketch is a full story. There's generally a beginning, middle, and an end. So I have examples. So here's an example.
Do they overlap?
Right? They can overlap, but most of the things that people do online are skits because it'll just be like a character talking. You're kind of making some jokes. The story doesn't really end. It's just the video's just kind of over. Whereas a sketch is an actual story going on. And like I said, this is just me being that person. It really doesn't actually matter. Most of the stuff you're going to do is a skit because you're just doing it really quickly. Most Instagram videos are going to be less than 60 seconds unless you're posting on IGTV, which I'll get more into that later. But more than likely, you're going to be doing a skit. I changed it to a character and all that stuff, but I'm not going to show the whole video. So that one, that's something that's a skit. It's really quick. It just happens. This video is more.
I just want to point out that since also this is audio, maybe you should describe more what happened.
Okay, so me and Canice are sitting in the car. I plug in the aux cord. He's annoyed, and I start lip syncing. Within the video, at some point, I change into a cosplay, and I'm still singing. And I think in this one, he said something like, "You don't even try to find my Dragon Balls." So it's just like a single joke. It's a single character. It's not necessarily a story. Versus this next video I'm gonna show y'all, but let me put up this comment really quick. This video made me lifelong fans of both Roxy and Canice, two dope, funny individuals. Thank you very much.
Shout out Chauncey Dickens, man.
And, which look at me up here popping, but that goes to my point that Instagram is still a very good tool for building fans if you're a comedian or if you're just somebody that wants attention. It's pretty dope. All right, so a sketch is, like I said, it is more fleshed out. It's an actual story. So this video that I'm about to show is a sketch. This is considered a sketch. And I have to stop the screen and share this screen.
Oh, yeah.
It's a lot going on. Then I have to turn off my audio. Okay, so let me explain what it is first before I play it for the audio version. So this one is I get beat up and a Power Ranger saves me. So this one is an actual story, and I will play this whole thing just because I want y'all to see what I'm talking about with the beginning, middle, and an end. Okay, so switch off my audio.
So Roxy's fighting somebody for her purse, and then she gets put to the ground. Oh, and looks like she's being punched in the face, and somebody sees her and goes over, tries to save her. Oh, and he pulls out a morpher and he turns to the Black Ranger and he starts dancing. He continues to dance, and both the mugger and Roxy are not impressed. And then a bunch of bad dudes just beat up the Black Ranger. And Roxy looks down on the beat up person, it seems.
I thoroughly enjoyed your commentary before the computer started tripping. I really like your explanation of the video. It's really good. Okay, so what was the last thing I said? So y'all saw the video. Y'all saw it was a sketch. It told an actual story. There was more plot. So that is the difference between a skit and a sketch. Right. So most of the stuff you're going to do on Instagram is probably going to be a skit. All right. So
okay. So it has to have beginning, middle, end all the way.
Yeah.
Even if it's
so
just a little joke.
Yeah, it's more of a story. So like SNL, that's sketches. Some people say skits. Those are actual
sketches. I know
sketches. Yeah.
See, I actually disagree. I don't believe there's a real differentiation between a skit and a sketch, although I do think most people refer to skits as shorter things and then sketches as longer things. But I've often seen things that are much longer but still only cover the ground of, say, a skit might. Like, for instance, the More Cowbell sketch.
Yeah.
Like, that's a famous sketch that if it were shorter, people might.
But you would consider that more of a skit.
Well, I mean, I'm saying that it covers the same ground of what most people call a skit, but they think of it as a sketch because it's longer.
Mm-hmm.
See, from where I come from improv,
so that would be a skit.
From where I come from improv, a sketch is live. You know, so a skit is something just.
Oh, got you.
So we see a sketch as what's on stage, like literally the play, right? Or if it is on video, it's, you know, a full long story or whatnot, as opposed to some snippet little piece or whatever. So yeah, I see what both of y'all guys say.
Yeah, that's what Victor's saying.
I think that a lot of these, I also come from improv, but that's where I started. I used to teach improv for many years. Bad Wishes is an improvised show. But I think that what it is a lot of different terminology just is used in different places in different ways.
Yeah, because like I said, I'm theater, y'all are improv.
Sketches, et cetera. There's a lot of different ways to say things. Like my parents might call me doing stand-up a skit.
Yeah, they do, and I've heard it.
Oh, yeah.
What are apps? Oh, I'll get to your question in a second once we get to editing, Chauncey. I see your question, and I'm definitely going to hit on your question. But, yeah, so y'all got it. That's the difference. I don't know what they're talking about. Whatever. A skit is a single dramatized joke or bit. No, but they're correct. The next thing is a series of videos. So even web series, or it could just be a series of videos that you do. So the Dating a Blurred video, that actually became a series. We did like 3 or 4 different series, right? The next one is kid, baby, or animals videos. People love a good baby. People love a good animal. Terry review videos. So that is something that Canice does. Canice has a character, Marquise X, and he talks about topical things. I actually have one of your videos queued up.
Is it safe to play?
I can edit out the curse words and all that part. So yeah, like it's
no problem.
It's the one about the chick burning her face. So those videos are good. Any type of commentary, because they're topical. People tend to share topical things or watch them because it's something that's happening right now. So it's a really quick way to get a lot of views. And most of the times it's not anything that you actually have to write. So I know you've seen like people talking about subjects and just doing that side by side. That's a very common way to do those type of videos.
This woman tried to set her ex's car on fire, but now she's sizzling like a human fajita. Was it worth it? Did he deserve this? Even if he gave you an STD, realize you got burned twice. So since you want to be pyrotechnical, let's get disrespectful.
I have a question real quick, Canice.
Yeah.
What did you use to do this?
All right. I use a combination of apps, right? Thank you for Adobe. I did not know about that. It's called Adobe what though? You said sign up for
Adobe Rush.
Adobe Rush.
It's a free when you when you have a free membership on Adobe, you can use that as an app. And so you can do it on your phone or you can do it on your iPad or whatever you got.
And so, yes, that's part. I'll be looking into that. I use, for Donna Lewis that asked the question, what do I use? I used a combination of a few apps. So, for instance, I cut and edit everything on either iMovie or on CuteCut or whatnot. And then I go from there and I size it to where I need it to be on this thing called Vine Shop, like Photoshop, but it's called Vine Shop or whatever.
Right.
It was way back when or whatever. It should still be available in the App Store. And then to get the wording, the lettering that I have at the top and everything like that, I just love this lettering app, and it does pictures too as well. So having things on the side or whatever, I just love it. It's called Gravy, Grave. I'm sorry, Gravie, Gravy, right? So that's what I use. It should still be available too. Or whatnot. So yeah, those are the ones that I use, a combination of those, and then I post it.
Yeah, but I think that for a lot of what you just described, like all of that could be done in Adobe Rush.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely,
make it way easier.
And not only that, like a lot of that could be done in one. I know like CuteCut or iMovie could do that exact thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
I just like the font and the way I'm able to easily get things done. I just like the app, the way it works better on Gravy. When it comes to
Gotcha.
Like that. So it's all about like what you like. But yes, it can all be done on one app. You're exactly right.
And then the second part of this podcast is going to be filming by yourself. So we'll get way more in depth into like actual apps so that you guys can try to, because Chauncey just said that Rush doesn't work for his phone, but I have a list of other like apps and stuff you can edit in that I'll get into on part 2. So let me finish this list real quick. Gaming videos, plenty commentary with gaming, parody videos, and music dancing videos. Those are the most common type of videos you're going to see. Music dancing videos are some of my favorite because they're really easy to do. You just, hey, here's a song, da 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 da, and then it's dope, over, right? So
it actually works too, especially on TikTok.
And now like Instagram is starting to copy a lot of stuff that TikTok is doing, so it still works very well in Instagram, like even with the up and down format that I'll get into with IGTV. So some people have asked about go ahead, Victor.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just wanted to respond because I actually have an Android phone currently loaded with Adobe Rush. It used to not be available about 8 or 9 months ago, but it's kind of since then. Yeah, so Adobe Rush is right there. Look at that.
Check it out, Chauncey. It should work for you.
It's there, and you can use it.
Dope. See, we like helping on our podcast.
I would like to add to that with the dance videos. What are extremely popular. What I've seen people like literally shoot all the way up immediately. There's one cat, he was only on Instagram for like a year, maybe a year and a half, and he shot up to about 1 million followers. He did nothing but pranks. That's it.
I forgot about pranks.
Videos are like
hate them.
I personally am not the biggest fan of all the pranks that they do, but like literally just prank videos or whatnot, that definitely works. So
yeah, it does. And
I hate prank videos mostly because you're interrupting someone else's day.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and that's like that sucks.
I hate it so much. And
when I wrote on a prank movie, the new Eric Andre movie that's coming out, Road Trip, I wrote gags for that movie. Mm-hmm. And one thing that I wouldn't do is I wouldn't write a prank personally that was screwing with somebody's day. I wrote pranks where they had to come to you, so I would never write pranks where you just like run up and mess with anybody. And I said that in the meetings because I was just like, that's my least favorite part of pranks.
Like I saw one where like somebody just was like pouring cereal and milk on the. I was like, what are you doing on the subway? So that, and just like, people are commuting and now they got cereal, milk all on them to go to work. I'll fight you. So that's why I don't like pranks. I don't like pranks.
I think the problem is that they lost, with comedians, it's well organized. We do prank calls and they know exactly what they're going to say. It's a call. But when you're going into a Subway, throwing the cookies or jumping in a Target on top of the register, that's a different, like being disturbing the peace. I don't agree with. But the ones that are like, where they're doing an interview or something like that, and they're like doing wild things to them while they're interviewing, I can get that. I mean, it's not technically prank. It's like live witness news or whatnot. People love those things where they ask them something that they know they don't know about and they still answer or whatever. I can understand that. Like literally going and ruining somebody's day, throwing the rice from the other side of the aisle. It's a lot. So that's what I'm saying. But still, even then, those style, like I said, like live
give views
and things like that, they do. Did I use the proper term? Now that's a skit, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So things like that would also be good as well. People love those things. People love those. So, yeah.
Hate it. But yeah, no, makes sense. Wait, did Donna say? Oh, Donna got an answer. I was about to read that question. Okay.
Oh, so voiceovers. I'm sorry, voiceovers.
Oh, voiceovers. Yeah, voiceovers. People love voiceovers, and I guess that would kind of go with would that go with commentary almost? No, that's a completely different thing. Yeah. Because it doesn't necessarily have to be something like topical or something that's happening right now. Okay, so there's different formatting for IG and IGTV. So Instagram is just your regular profile. It looks nice squared. Most people use square videos because it comes up square on here. And it can be less than 60 seconds. If it's over 60 seconds, then it'll go to IGTV, which I'll explain more about in a second. It needs to be minimum 600 by 600 pixels. Most newer phones have at least that. And you can't edit your cover photo after you've uploaded it. That's something that makes me very mad. So make sure once you upload your video, and when it's on that part where it says trim, cover, make sure that if you don't have a cover that you're going to upload, if you just have a still from the video, make sure it's the still you want, because there's been so many times where I just upload a video and hurry up and I'm not paying attention and the still will be and then it just makes my page look ugly. And so, it just doesn't look as good. So IGTV, I did not know that until today. So IGTV is its own app. I did not know that. I saw IGTV once it was already integrated into Instagram, but it's its own app. I also found out if you don't have a certain number of followers, you have to sign up to upload onto IGTV. So I didn't know that either. Yeah. See, once you have I don't know the exact number. They didn't specify, but if you have a large following, then it'll automatically sign you up for it on your page. But if you don't, then you have to go sign up for it. And it needs to be at least 60 seconds. Oh, what were you saying, Canice?
I'm sorry.
What? Oh, I thought you were saying something. Okay. I was looking into that. Oh, okay. At least 60 seconds. But it could be up to 15 minutes on IGTV if you're uploading it from your phone. I also did not know this. You can upload up to 60 minutes if you're uploading it from online. So yeah, if you want to, See, I didn't know that either.
I could upload 60 minutes on my phone.
Now you can't. Well, I think. I'm sorry. There is a bracket if you have a certain number of followers. So because you have a large following, they'll let you do it from your phone. But if you don't, then you have to do it from the computer. So that stuff doesn't apply to us. But for other people, they have to do it from the website. Vertical video or horizontal. So like Instagram TV, they make it for people to watch on their phone. So instead of the square, you want it to either be this way or this way, which is what it says, 16 by 9 ratio. So phone size, just like it is in your Instagram story. And your cover picture, you can upload a custom cover picture and it needs to be that same size.
Is IGTV a full on website as well?
Let me check. I think so.
Is it like a YouTube?
Yeah, it has. Yeah, it is now. Let me make sure it's a website though, because I think it is. I know it's a full app.
Yeah, it's an app.
It's not. It's not a. Let me check though.
But when you upload it from your desktop, what are you uploading it to?
So I'm about to look right now. Find the actual link. Wait a second. Where is the link? Welcome to IGTV. Oh, so you can go through it through Instagram. I'm sorry. So that's what you have to do. So you have to go to Instagram because now it's integrated into the app. So you have to upload it through Instagram. And if you have a Mac like me, there's like a hack you could kind of do because it won't let you do it sometimes. So you have to do it through Safari. And then it's a tab at the top that says develop or something. And you click that and you act like you're uploading it through a phone. You could do it like that too.
If I can just interject for a little bit, can we maybe move forward more in the class just because of time?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, that was the last part.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, I just wanted to talk about the specific dimensions. And if anybody has any questions about that, we can actually go to part 2.
So when you're going to talk about the different apps used to make stuff, you're doing that in part 2?
Because the second part is how to film by yourself. So
Understood.
That's all that kind of part. But no, your timing's impeccable. So that wraps up part 1. Does anybody have questions? No. Good.
Make sure to visit us at artsacademypodcast.com.